Hello, everybody. Sorry about the delay. Over here trying to get it together. Quint will be coming up soon. Um, we're not gonna be up here for you guys long tonight. I just wanted to discuss some things, kind of see where you guys are. Um, yeah, and things of that nature. So before I get started. Y'all know who I am. Hello. And for those of you that don't, I am Camiria Coco Fenton. Everybody call me Coco. So if you are a first timer, welcome. Please like, share, and comment. Um, and please go to our YouTube channels and subscribe. So you have our Trailblazers YouTube. Quint, what's the name of your YouTube? You muted.
Quint Jones.
Quint Jones, and then mine is Curvy Royal 19. So please go to all of our YouTube channels and subscribe so that if you are a person who has somebody watching that may not be on Facebook, they can go to the YouTube channels and watch it as well. And we are also on Instagram under Trailblazers and then our personal pages so you can find us by our names over on the Instagram land too. And we are on TikTok. So Quint is under Quint Jones, I do believe, on TikTok. I am Camiria Coco, the Curvy Royal on TikTok. So if you just put in Camiria or Curvy Royal, it'll pop me up on TikTok. So please go search us out and like and follow on all of our platforms. We will graciously appreciate it. So before I get started, let me introduce y'all over to Quint Jones here on the other side of the screen. For those
Hey,
of y'all that don't know her and you are a first timer, we do this thing together. We work cohesively. So we've been doing it now for a while. So I do know that there are some newcomers that are watching tonight. And we've
hmm
been doing this now for year number 2, going into 3. So
exactly.
we are excited because we'll be celebrating year 3 this year in October, and we're excited about that. Uh, really excited to see where God is about to take us as a collective and then individually. So
Exactly.
super excited. Um, so
So,
before we get into everything, I'm gonna let Quint say something to y'all, and then we're gonna get straight into the topic.
yes. So, before we get started, for all of you newcomers, I'm on a new platform. I'm excited to be on the new platform on tonight. So, before we get started, I want to say I am Quint Jones. For those of you that don't know me, we're coming from StreamYard. So, y'all can also watch us on Facebook or you can watch us here. My sister is up here with me. We are here to inspire. We are here to just encourage someone on tonight. We're not going to be before you long, but we're just excited to be here on tonight. And we're just going to give you a few nuggets. I'm going on almost 48 hours awake. I had work, I work overnight, and then I had to go to school. So I am here. I am pushing. My sister is pushing. For those of you that know she got some health things going on in her body, and she looking cute up here on today, y'all. She got her hair did,
Y'all already
but
know I can't go long periods of time without my hair being done.
yes, but I'm so excited. Y'all can't see her. Hope prayerfully you can hear her when she's talking. I'm not sure because I have a headset in. My speaker's acting up still.
You said they can't see me?
They can't see you from my other platform. No.
Oh, okay.
But I am here. If y'all want to leave some comments, say hey, whatever it is, those of you that are watching, I really appreciate you. Um, so we are here and we're just going to give you a few nuggets on tonight. So with that being said, I'm going to turn this back over to my sister because this is her baby and we're just going to go flow from there.
All right. Well, um, so tonight I titled it um where I want to talk about your priorities and your mistakes, right? And I put those two things together for a reason, because sometimes we as people forget that, with this thing called life, we're gonna make mistakes.
Yes,
And
definitely.
everything is not gonna always be the way we think it's gonna go. A lot of things, the only reason why they are the way they are is because God allowed it. And then sometimes, we go in this thing all life where we think, the things that we do and the way that we going is our doing.
Mm-hmm.
Some decisions are our doing, but then some things are actually divinely led too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And so when you get to that part of life, when you start leaning more on what God is saying and that your desires are now lining up with his will,
Mm-hmm.
you get a whole new lease on life and you start to view things differently,
Right.
right? And so when you have a place that you're trying to go and you got a goal that you're trying to meet, let me put it that way. For
Mm-hmm.
me, I want to reach my predestined place,
Yes,
whatever and wherever that may be,
I agree.
right? So now my take on things is, if I don't feel like it's lining up with his will for my life, I don't
Mm-hmm.
want no parts,
That's right.
right? And so that's where my head is at.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to ask yourself, where are you at up here,
Right.
right? Because your body could be telling you one thing, but your mind be telling you to slow down. You know
Exactly.
how that go?
Mm-hmm.
And you don't listen,
Right.
and then the next thing you know, the body go to shutting down because you didn't
Exactly.
listen
Mm-hmm.
to what it was telling you.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's the same thing with God.
Right.
If you keep trying to push yourself somewhere that he is not trying to take you, it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
backfire.
That's right.
And you don't need to be mad when it backfires,
Right.
because he already told you no. We don't like to hear the word no.
Exactly.
And there are some things that he has for us that's already set in stone, that's already being lined up, that's
Mm-hmm.
already being strategically made, all of these things. And at the end of the day, can we continue to allow them to
Right.
line up with his will?
Right.
Right. And so when we're not lining up with his will, do you know what that feels like? I do.
It's
Can you-
miserable.
Right. Can you say you know what it feels like? I do.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know how I feel like when I go through the day and I don't pray.
Exactly.
I know how I feel like when I go through moments and I have not what's the word I'm looking for? I haven't even acknowledged him
Mm-hmm.
throughout. I feel off,
Right. Right.
right? And so at some point within my day, I either got to go into worship or I
Mm-hmm.
got to go into prayer. I don't care if I say multiple short prayers throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
I got to do one of the two, because I
Exactly.
don't feel right if I just go throughout the day and give him absolutely no acknowledgement
Right.
whatsoever. And so there comes a time in life where you know that you got to do better.
Mm-hmm.
So when you know these things, you got to put the action behind to do better,
Exactly. And
right?
and
But
that is all a part of maturity. One of the things that I've learned is distractions come to get you off course. And a lot of times we follow those distractions instead of going down the path that God wants us to. So
right,
we end up in disobedience. And all that you're saying, that obedience is so important. Being guided by God is so important for us. And this is why we have to pray. This is why we have to fast. This is why we have to go into worship. We have to build a foundation that is going to keep us grounded, because as soon as we get off that course,
yep.
we're messed up. We're back to doing things our way. And then we tried it so many times our way and we continue to fail. So why will we keep doing things our way? If God ain't in it, it does not make sense.
Well, see, that's the thing. Some of us don't want to. Some of us don't even sit back and think about, okay, I have this idea.
Right.
I got this thing that I want to do.
Hmm.
But instead of taking that idea that you got
Hmm.
and bringing it to God, We don't do that. We don't even include him. You know what I mean? And so, like when he gives you a thought, he gives you something, he gives you ideas to make them come to fruition. A lot of times they don't come to fruition because we step out of what he wants us to do, and then it becomes all us. So when it becomes all us, he's left out once again. And so at the end of the day, how many times and how often is he going to give us something? We take that and say, oh, it was just something that came to mind. And it's not just something that came to mind, but he gave us the idea and we never used it in the capacity that he wanted us to use it, because we always continue to go about it in our way, in our functioning, and we continue to leave him out. That's just like with any business. If he gave you the idea for a business, you got to include him in it, because you don't want you don't want the business to falter. And it's just like when you got goals and all of these things you're trying to meet. I bring everything to him in prayer. I don't leave nothing out. You know what I mean? I don't leave a stone unturned. And just like when I go into prayer mode, I make sure that I call people name out in my prayer, because I want to be specific about who I need you to go check on, who I need you to go see about, right? And so, same thing with us. God is very strategic as to what he wants for us, how he has it laid out. Why? Jeremiah told us so. He said, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you. That's what he said. So if he already got the plans laid out for us, and the plans say that we're going to prosper, then ask yourself why we not prosper. Okay, okay. But ask yourself why we not prospering.
That's
And at the end of the day, like it's just one of those situations as to where you just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna keep going about this all willy nitty. I'm gonna do me. You know how we tell folks when we out in the world, you do you, I'm gonna do me.
right.
Okay, I
That
want you to try that with God.
that's the problem. We're not looking in the mirror.
Right,
We're not doing those self evaluations. We're
right,
not going to God like, "Hey God, it's me again. I messed up again. Can you forgive me? Can you turn this thing around?" And I don't want to pick it back up.
right,
But every time we go to him, we go into him with the same stuff and we're picking it back up. So it's coming back worse.
right,
And we've been saying this since last year.
right.
We've been saying the same thing since last year. So why are we going down the same path that we was already on?
Because the reason why it keeps returning is just like a cycle, like Jonathan Reynolds said, we going through cycles. The reason why you're going through cycles is because you never learned the first time.
Exactly.
He tried to give you the tools the first time,
Mhm.
you didn't take notes
Right.
so that you could retain it and do something with it. You
Exactly.
just kept going. It's just like when people go to school and they just be like, I'm bored with it. I don't even want to fool with it, and they don't
Mhm.
take notes. You know what I
Right.
mean? You know how some of us used to do when we was in class. This ain't even a class I asked for. This a class y'all gave me. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And so just like when you get in college, for those of us that have been to college before, you know that there's a prerequisite that you have to meet, right?
Mhm.
It's like we always tell people here in the Christendom and the church world that to whom much is given, much is required. So that's your
Exactly.
prerequisite, right? But
Mhm.
when you get your prerequisites, you know you have to meet those first before you could go into certain other classes.
Right.
So how can he put you in honor classes when you don't even know the basics? You,
Exactly.
you catch what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so like it's so much of that that you have to, hey everybody over in TikTok world. Um and so you guys, I know y'all hear somebody else talking in the background because right now I'm on my podcast show. Y'all can't see her, but y'all can hear her.
Right.
So if you want to comment, please comment in the section. I'll see it and I'll address it at that time. But thank y'all for joining me tonight. So the one of the things that we have to realize is that we have to get past the first test in
That's
order
right.
to go to the next one.
Mhm.
And see, we could be headed towards the next test already with the lingering stuff from the first one that you never got right.
Exactly.
So that's one of the things that we have to understand is that I know I got prerequisites I gotta meet.
Right.
And with those prerequisites, am I meeting them?
Exactly.
There's a lot of times I always ask, like, you know what I'm saying? I be sitting there and I be questioning at the end of the day, um, you know, am I doing everything you wanted me to do?
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not, where did I go wrong?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If
Mm-hmm.
it's something that I didn't do or something I left unturned, how can I fix it?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? All of those type of things. How can I fix it?
Mm-hmm.
And so, I'm always asking, how can I fix it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest thing for me. I always want to know how I can fix it.
Right.
I don't like to leave something undone between me and God.
Exactly.
Granted, it might be wrong to say um, that I will leave things undone between me and people
Mm-hmm.
before I leave them undone between me and God.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Because me and you can deal with each other later.
Mm-hmm.
If it's over here, I got to handle right now.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And so when I say priority, my relationship with Him is priority above everything.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? I just like I love my honey bun, right? He loved me back, but he know where my priorities lie
Mm-hmm.
when it comes down to certain things. It's like
Exactly.
now when it comes down to him, he right under God. You catch what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't nobody that come before him.
Right.
You catch what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
so you have to prioritize your life in a manner where it's the same way.
Mm-hmm.
How do you see um how can he give you greater when you can't deal with the minute? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? The Bible also says that if he can find you faithful over few things,
He'll make you
he'll
ruler
bless you
over
with
much.
much,
Yes.
right? So if you can't be found faithful over few,
Mm-hmm.
why do you think he gonna give you much?
Right.
I mean, it's just a question that I had.
And that's what we need to ask ourselves. Where do our priorities lie? You know,
Yeah,
because you prioritize what you love.
right,
So we need to figure out what's taking up our time.
right.
Where is your time management? What do you truly love? What are you prioritizing?
What are you
Are you putting
valuing?
things before God? Because if
Right,
you're putting your children before God or you putting your spouse before God, as Coco said, she don't even put her spouse before God. He's under God. So if you putting your spouse before God, your children before God, your car before God, your job before God, guess what? The things that you want to happen are not going to happen because your priorities are
right,
mixed up.
right.
You have to put them priorities in check. God should be first.
That's right.
He's everything.
He should be the head.
Exactly. And then everything else is going to
All
follow.
under that.
And as everything else fall in line and everything else follow, then God is going to take care of the rest. Don't despise small beginnings.
Right. Small beginnings can turn into great and grand things, right?
Exactly.
At the end of the day, what I have realized is that the stuff that we consider small, he actually considers great for you.
Yes.
Reason why is because if you actually think about it, it didn't have to happen at all.
Exactly.
He didn't have to let it be
Mhm.
at
Right.
all. But
Mhm.
he chose to say,
Exactly.
because you reverence me,
Mhm.
I'm going to do this for you.
Right.
Because you know who I am, because
Mhm.
you value me and
Mhm.
you value who I am to you, I'm going to do this for you.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
And so it says, if you seek ye first the kingdom,
Yes.
all else will be
All
added.
else.
That's what it
Yes.
says. And so
Yes.
a lot of people tend to forget that that's what he said. Go check
Mhm.
the word out for yourself if you don't believe me. I tell you all the time. So
That's
you can
right.
go check it out so you can read it.
Mhm.
Don't just take my word for it. If I say the word said it, I want you to go find it.
Exactly.
Right? And so it says that if you seek me first,
Mhm.
all else will be added. He
Right.
didn't say some.
Mhm.
He didn't say specifically what will be added. He said everything
Right.
would be added. He
Right.
also said that he gave us the power. to
Mm-hmm.
tread over
Mm-hmm.
everything that was beneath us.
That's
He
right.
also said that the government would sit where? On the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? We wearing stuff like we don't understand. We wearing it like we just forgot what
Right.
he said. First
Mm-hmm.
of all, you don't need to be validated by
At
nobody
all.
because he
At all.
already made you valid.
You
You
one of the
already
things,
valid. So why
right.
you feeling like you gotta seek validation from people that don't even matter? You trying to seek validations from people that don't even have the capacity to receive who you are in the first place.
Right.
So why are you trying to seek validation from those that don't even know who and what you are?
Mm-hmm. But one of the biggest things is we're not validating ourselves.
Right,
Let's start there because we don't know who we are. And that's why we're seeking validation from other people.
right.
When you get to know who you are, you stop seeking validation. You stop answering to those labels. You stop allowing people
That's
to
it.
treat you any kind of way. You teach people how to
Gotta
treat you
teach you.
by the way you treat you, by
Right,
what you're going to tolerate, by the boundaries and the standards that you set. That's
right,
how you teach people how to treat you. You know if you like something and if you dislike something. You
right,
know, a lot of times we use that B word freely.
right,
Don't call me that. It's not appropriate. I
right.
don't like the word. If I'm calling you
Yeah,
a
I
B,
don't.
it's
Yeah, I don't.
because
I
I
don't like.
don't like you. It's not a word of endearment.
No, I had an issue with it when I was what people like to say out in the world. If you call me out my name, it was a whole problem, and you gonna know about it.
Exactly.
Don't do that. And I never really liked to call another female out her name,
Right.
even if she acted like one. I
Mhm.
still try my best not to go there with her. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? All because I know how I felt when somebody did to me. So I'm not gonna try to do the same thing back to you because I don't have to for one. Second
Exactly.
of all, if I feel like I gotta stoop to your level, then we all got problems. So
Right.
I don't have to stoop to your level.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So you
Exactly.
keep that to yourself, right?
Exactly.
And so it's just like the whole matter of is you when you value something,
Mhm.
a person can tell you value it.
Exactly.
Just like when you value your car, you keep it clean.
Mhm.
It's always nice and shiny on the outside,
Mhm.
always vacuumed out on the inside, always smelling good.
Mhm.
You keep that car clean,
Right.
right? Because you value that. You
Mhm.
work hard to get that. So
Mhm.
you value it,
Mhm.
right? When you value a person, you show them that you value them.
Exactly.
If I'm with you, I'm with you.
Mhm.
You
One
gonna
hundred
know.
percent.
You gonna know because I'm gonna give you my time.
Exactly.
You know
I'm
what I'm
gonna
saying?
show up for you.
Right, I'm gonna show up. If I don't value you, you don't get my time.
Mhm.
If I don't give time to something or effort to something, then it doesn't have value to me.
Exactly.
Right. And so that's just me being honest. And anybody else, if you actually look at what you got going on and you look at how your life is lining up,
Mhm.
you will realize that you give time and effort to things that you value. If you do
Exactly.
not value it, it does not get your time.
And you stay committed to that thing.
Right.
You carry that thing out until completion.
Right.
You do not dedicate yourself to that thing that you love. So
Right.
what is it
So
that you're
that's
not
what I'm saying. What is
prioritizing?
it? What is it that you are prioritizing that doesn't need to be a priority?
Oh, Jesus.
That's the question. It ain't about your what are you prioritizing that doesn't need to be a priority. What is it
Exactly.
that you setting above all else
Mhm.
that you give all of this so-called effort and time to that
Right.
first of all don't even give you the same effort and time back?
Mhm.
Not showing up for you, you don't get the same in return. But you
Exactly.
pushing out all of this. You putting so much into this. You putting so much into these people and into these individuals.
Right.
But you don't get the same
Right.
in return.
And
So
most
tell me why are your priorities so jacked up?
right. Most of the time the people that say they are there to support you are not.
Right.
Most of the time they're talking behind your back or they are talking you out of what you're supposed to be doing. So
Right.
it becomes a competition instead of a support.
Right.
So they're telling you what you're not able to do and how you can't do this and you can't do that. But God is saying you can do all things through Jesus Christ who
Right.
strengthens you. You just got to know that you can do all things.
Right.
You have to know that he's right there with you, that he's pushing, he's pulling you. It's up to you though. Even listen,
Right.
even when we fall astray, he's married to the backslider. When we
Right.
mess up, he forgives us. Not once a day,
Right.
70 times, 7 times a day. He forgives us. He's there. So why are we not walking the way we're supposed to walk?
Because
We don't want to.
we don't give him what he gives us.
Exactly. We're not
If
consistent.
we were to give him the same thing he gives to us,
Mm-hmm.
can you imagine what that type of relationship would be like?
Exactly.
When you give a man or a woman what you feeling like they give to
Exactly.
you feel like that relationship has accomplished something,
Yes.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's the same thing with him.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to give to him all of that ultimate, you know, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna give you all my attention. You got
Right.
my full blown attention all the
Right.
time. You ain't never gotta worry about me not you feeling like you can't get this from me. Because
Exactly.
whatever you come to me for,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make sure that I'm right there waiting for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He tell you that no matter what you do, he's still gonna be there because he says, I'll never leave you nor forsake you.
Right.
Well, if he tells you that I'm gonna be there regardless of what you do
Mm-hmm.
and how you do it, why we can't be there for him?
Exactly.
The biggest thing is we choose not to go be there for him when he there for us 24/7.
But let's think
And now
about this too. Let's think about this when it comes to other relationships.
okay,
Even when it comes to relationships, intimate relationships, okay? We're really not there most of the time for the person that we love because we don't love ourselves. So how can we truly love that other person?
right,
And then when you have platonic relationships, you definitely can't be there for them.
right,
It becomes a one-sided relationship. You're calling them all the time, you complaining, you need this, you need that, but you're never giving.
right,
So you're taking, and it gets to the point where that person that you're taking from, when you pick up that phone to call them, they're like, I'm not answering this today.
right.
Today
That's because
I just
my
can't
whole
do
thing
it
is
because she's
you have to
draining.
learn. You have to learn when you dealing with people that drain you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of us have those type of people around us, and
Hmm.
we choose not to let them go. We let them stay around,
Exactly.
right? I'm tired of the drainers, for
I
real.
know that's
I'm
right.
tired of the drainers. Like I said, when I came into 2023, I said this year I won't hold no weight that didn't belong to me. I'm
Exactly.
not carrying nobody weight. You can't come
Mm-mm.
to me and dump your trash on me this year.
Right.
It ain't
You.
even going down like that. I'm gonna listen to you.
Mhm.
I'm gonna give you my opinion, and then
Mhm.
I'm gonna release it, and I'm gonna move on.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I can't care more about your situation than you do.
That's right.
That's not even fair to me. That I
Right.
care more about what you got going on than you care about yourself.
Right. And you will not be my leech in this
Right.
season. You will
That's not
not
even more,
suck
not
the
even
blood out of me.
right.
It,
And it's
mm-mm.
so many times where we sit back and we just sit. Thank you, Deanna. How you doing, sweetheart? But it's so many times that we sit back and we don't want we wonder why we start feeling some kind of way when we with certain people.
Mhm.
And
That's
the
right.
reason why we feeling those kind of ways is
Mhm.
it's those people.
Right.
It's the people that you have connected yourself to, or
Mhm.
should I say, some of the people that choose to latch on to you.
Mhm.
You one of those people that everybody love to come and sit down and talk to.
Right.
That's good.
Mhm.
That means you trustworthy, and
Right.
people know that they can trust your judgment.
Mhm.
But at the same time, there's a downfall to that.
Mhm.
The downside to that is when they come to you with stuff that they know is heavy,
Exactly.
and they want you to bear it because they don't
Mhm.
want to bear it. They feel like
Exactly.
after they come and they release it to you, a weight been lifted. And I'm sure that it has, because you just dropped your weight on me.
And guess what? A lot of times you don't need that person don't even have to say anything to you. They could walk up to you and hug you, and guess what they
That's it.
just did? They
That's it.
released all that stuff on you.
On you.
I do not hug everybody. There's very few people that I give a hug to. I will stop you in your tracks. Not
Right.
meaning to be rude, but I just don't.
Right.
I'm not an affectionate person, first of all. My sister steals hugs.
I don't
And
steal them. I get them. I don't have to steal them.
but I know who she is. I know where she's been. I know she's praying for me. I know she's my support system. And I know I don't have to worry about her. In no way. She is trustworthy. Can you say that about your own?
Right.
Do you know who you have in your
Do
corner?
you know what kind of friends you got? First of all,
That part.
I'm the friend that's not the amen corner all the
That's
time.
right.
I don't agree. I don't agree with everything, and I will tell her that I don't agree. I would say,
Exactly.
look,
Thank
you
y'all so
messed up,
much.
right? I would say, look, you messed up, right? You need to go fix that.
Right.
I'm that
Right.
friend. I'm that friend that'll call you out. You catch
And
what I'm saying? And so it's not like it's one of
thank
those
you.
situations as to where I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, you know that. No, I'm really no.
Hmm.
Because I'm gonna
And
look at
that's
it.
important too for you
That's
not
right.
to have
I'm gonna
that
look at it from all
corner.
sides.
If
Like,
everybody in your corner is a yes person, you have
yes,
a problem. If
yep,
you're the smartest person in the room, you have a problem.
that's it.
Who can you confide in? Who can you truly go to that got your back? That if you need to cry, they're not going to judge you. If you mess up, they're not going to judge you. If you say, look, this is what I did, they're not going to judge you. Look, when I do wrong, and let me tell y'all something, I like trouble.
Oh
But
God.
when I do wrong, people call my sister, okay? And they be like, what is going I know how to get in trouble. However, it's not always a good thing, and she put them in a place because she know who I am, regardless of the craziness that I do. She know
Right.
exactly who I am. She know I'm genuine. I don't change. I'm transparent. What you see is what you get,
Yep.
and it is what it is
I tell people all the time, this is the raw and uncut version, and this version of me is all the time.
all the
Okay?
time.
All the
And
time. It don't change. Every once in a blue moon, you might get one that might the side of me that might be a little bit more graceful. And
right.
that's only because he telling me to be.
Hmm.
But other than that, it's always gonna I'm not finna sugarcoat nothing for you.
Right.
How you gonna learn if it's always a watered down version of something that you need?
That part. And
You
nine
know?
times out of 10, when it comes to me, if I know I'm about to do something, my sister know in advance.
Right.
And that's so she already knew what was gonna happen. Because I know she's gonna get the phone calls. I know she's gonna get the inboxes. I know and I can give a disclaimer. I can tell y'all not to call my sister, but that y'all walk in disobedience. And guess what? Disobedience is as the sin of witchcraft. Guess
Yeah.
what?
He does it all the time, and I still get every phone call. I get every inbox.
But y'all don't want to come to me. Y'all don't want
I
to
get
say, Quint, you
I get all of the questions, and I'm just like, why?
right. And you can easily come to me and say, Quint, you know you wasn't supposed to do that. Quint, you know. And my brother gets the phone calls too.
Hey, Roy, thank you.
But y'all don't want to call me.
Right.
Why? Why? But guess what? The Lord said he'll make your enemy your footstool.
That's what he said.
So 9 times out of 10, the enemy don't have a backbone. You know, your
Right.
footstool you have to step on in order to get higher. I'm just saying. Y'all take that how you want it.
Right.
Okay? Because if you can't come to me and tell me about my mess, like
Right.
my sister do, like my pastor does, like my brother does, then you're not my friend anyway.
Right.
You don't have my back anyway. You're not my support anyway. So And if you're not a French fry or a pizza in my life, yes, I categorize my people
I
in
don't know
food.
why she keep going to food, y'all.
If you not a French fry or a slice of pizza in my life, baby, I really don't care what you got to say. Let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you right now, because my sister knows she is a customized pizza.
I don't
She is
understand, y'all.
unique in
She
every way.
always reverts back to food. Do not ask me about it. Okay. That's her analogy. I
Hey,
can't say nothing about her analogy. Okay. Like I label mine associates, frenemies, comrades, and confidants. That's how view mine.
hmm,
I'm a little bit more practical.
I'm not.
Okay. This one over here, she want to label everybody by food. If that's the case, a whole lot of people will be just stuff that I don't eat. Okay, and so
Hey,
that would just be bad. So
and
I don't
like I
label
said,
people in that category. I have
right.
associates, I have frenemies, I have I have comrades, and then I got confidants. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? And so that's how I label the people in my life. The confidants, I can tell anything to, and I know it ain't gonna go nowhere.
Hmm.
I can share anything with them. Comrades is like the ride or die people, as they say. The comrades gonna those the hitters. If you pick up the phone to call them, they coming. Okay. The frenemies, on the other hand, that's them.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
had a nice colorful word on the tip of my tongue.
Mm-mm.
The
Mm-mm.
frenemies, on the other hand, are those wonderful people that smile in your face and
Hmm.
we doing this at the same time.
Exactly.
Okay. And associates are just people who know me.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Hey, Fred. So,
Hey.
and associates are just people that know me. You might know of me, but you don't know me. You catch what
Exactly.
I'm trying to say?
Hmm.
So that's what associates are. To me, you
Hmm.
know of me, but you don't know me.
Exactly.
Right. And so it's just like when you label people like that, you know how to deal with them.
Hmm.
And so you don't give people certain types of space because of the label that they got. I'm
Exactly.
not going to give you the same space that I give my confidants when you are associate.
Right.
I'm not going to do that.
Mm-mm.
You associate. That's what you are. I associate,
Exactly.
and that's it.
That's it. Right there.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
as far as it goes. I associate, and we move on.
Hmm. That's it.
So,
It is what
you
it
know,
is.
right. It's exactly what it is. So, you know, like I said, right now, especially this season that we in, priorities are important.
Yes, they are.
You need to prioritize things, and he should be your first priority.
And look, when you prioritize, and like she said, he should be your first priority. He is God, okay? That's who we serve. He should be your first priority. But when you set your other goals and you prioritize them, make sure you carry them out. Make
Right.
sure you're dedicated to them things. I don't care what it takes in this season. You do what you have to do because you've been delayed for too long.
Right.
And now is the time for you to go after what you want.
Right.
We're walking in this open heaven. God is moving expeditiously. Look,
Yeah.
now He's moving now.
Yep.
So why are you discouraged? Why are you like, oh, he's not? No, he's moving. Your words have power. You have to be careful what you speak out of your mouth. If you're walking in doubt, guess what's going to happen?
Well,
You're
see,
walking wishy-washy. You're not going to get the things.
we've been saying for how long that you have to change your language concerning yourself.
Exactly.
Right. So at the end of the day, if you don't see yourself growing, you don't see yourself as being an entrepreneur, you
Hmm.
don't see yourself as having a stable house, a stable home, a stable job, stable
Exactly.
finances. You don't see yourself with none of that. You ain't gonna have it because you can't see it.
Right.
This is the issue. The other things that you can't see, but you leave a hope for, you
Hmm.
go chase that, but you won't go chase your dream though.
Exactly.
You'll go chase that chick, you'll go
Hmm.
chase that dude, but you
Hmm.
won't go chase your dream.
Exactly.
Your dream is what can set you up for the rest of your life.
For the
Him
rest
or
of your
him or
life.
her can come and go.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? And so my whole thing is, like I said, like, what are you pursuing?
Hmm.
What are you pursuing? At the end of the day, are you pursuing the right thing?
Right.
And what's pursuing you?
It-
You done said that before. What's pursuing you? Is the right stuff pursuing you?
hmm.
The right connections trying to chase you down because they like, look, hold on, wait a minute.
Right.
Hold on, I got something you need, but you got something I need.
Exactly. Exactly. And are you praying over those things? Is it
Yes,
beneficial to you? If it's not beneficial to you, it's not for you.
right,
If it's draining you to the point where you have nothing left for yourself, it's not for you.
right.
Let it go. It's not for you. And I can say that because guess what I had to do?
We're gonna have a frozen moment. We're gonna let it go. Yep.
Let it go. I had to do it. I can't tell y'all what I'm not doing
Right.
or what I did not do. I went after the things that I wanted. When I got the strength enough to do it, and it took strength, it took faith because I was like, no, I don't care what. This is my process. This is what I gotta do, and this, I can't, I can't, not right
Mhm.
now.
Yep.
No, no, not right now. I'm not through. Not right now. I'm
Right.
just being transparent right here. And listen, when I was ready and I found the strength, I went after what I needed for me. And I walked
I need you
into
to
it,
say that again for the folks that cheap seat.
what I needed for me. And I walked into it, okay? And I prayed over it and I claimed it, okay?
That's the
Because
whole
God
point.
had to be in it.
Right.
I prayed over it and I claimed it. And within 24 hours, the same people that denied me were the same people that approved me. So I'm telling y'all, do not be discouraged in this season. Walk by faith and not by sight. As long as you're looking at your distractions and you're not trusting God, you're not going to be able to achieve the things that He has for you. But if you are walking by faith and your belief is lining up and you're in the posture to receive it, guess what you're going to get?
That's it.
You're going to get it. You're going to get whatever your heart desires. Go after it.
What
Go after it.
you have to ask yourself, what is your heart desire?
Who? What is your heart desire?
What is your heart desiring?
Do you even know?
What are you really desiring?
Right?
And is that desire right for you?
Exactly.
Is
And,
that desire right for you?
and
And
let me ask this too. Are you preparing for your heart's desire?
yep.
Because there is a process to it. If you're not in preparation, something simple as a car. If you live in the ghetto, why would you ask the Lord for a Range Rover?
That's it.
It
That's
doesn't
it.
make sense.
My whole
You
thing is you wanna upgrade your ride before you upgrade your life.
exactly.
Look,
It
I
doesn't
would
make
rather
sense.
now I'm gonna tell y'all how my mind works. My mind work is I would rather have a lavish house and drive something what I consider to be common
Yes.
than to be riding around in a Mercedes or BMW and live in a project.
Right. Living on Section 8
I
and
would
still
rather
can't
have a
pay your rent.
lavish, nice 2, 3, 4 bedroom house, however many rooms, and have something common like a Honda Pilot
Hmm.
and be cool with it. But honey, when I invite you to my house, when you walk in, you think that you have just walked in a mansion, baby.
Right.
And
But
and that's what I would rather do. But that's how my brain
and it
works.
makes sense. That makes sense for you to live the way you're supposed to live than for you to be driving above your means.
Right.
And then you living on Section 8 and you can't afford to pay the $400 that they want you to pay because guess what? When that BMW break down or that Range Rover break down, you can't afford the maintenance on it.
So sad.
A radio costing you $2,500. Come on now. Let's think about this for a minute.
Not even just
Why would you
regular
spend
maintenance work.
that part?
Regular maintenance work to a high-end car cost a lot.
Exactly.
Tires on a Infinity or Mercedes or a BMW, you talking about over $300-400 a tire.
Mm-hmm. And
That's just tires.
mm-hmm. And can I say this? Those of you that are believing God for your promotion, just because you get your promotion, hey Simone, it does not mean
That's my
go out and spend excessively. It
right.
means you have more to save. It means you have more to set yourself up with. It means you have more to invest, not to go spending all willy-nilly. Oh, my baby need another pair of Jordans. Oh, I'm gonna go get some spinners on my car. Oh, I'm about to buy me some $800 red bottoms. No, boo boo. What is red bottom done for you?
That's right,
What
friend.
are
Are
them
you
spinners
prepared to
doing for
receive
you?
it? Are you prepared to receive your heart's desires? Because if not, you might want to get prepared because you might not be able to. That's it. And that's what
Exactly.
I tell people all the time. You want certain things, but the whole question is if he gave it to you right now, do you have the wisdom not to misuse it?
And that's the problem.
Do you
If
have
you
the
ain't
wisdom?
prepared for it, you sure don't have the wisdom not to misuse it. You don't have a good relationship. You can't keep a
Right,
quarter in your pocket.
right. Everything floats out.
Exactly.
And let me tell y'all something. Me and somebody was talking about it earlier, how people like to chase what they call fast money.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so you got to understand they called it fast money for a reason. Right. Fast money, fast money, you get it fast and it go fast.
Exactly.
They called it fast money for a reason. For those of
Mm-hmm.
y'all don't know, I'm giving you the disclaimer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They call it fast money for a reason. You
Exactly.
get it fast and it go fast.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Hot mess.
You see what I'm saying? And see everybody that they owe this fast money, good money. No, because most people that get fast money don't get it in a good way.
Right. Exactly.
And so you have to sit back and you have to put these things right. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to sit back and you have to put these things right. Most people that I know that get fast money doing illegal crap to get it.
Exactly.
You catch what I'm
Exactly.
saying? That I mean, to each his own. You do what you want.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
it ain't for me.
Right.
It ain't for
Me
me.
either.
I don't want to live a life where I'm always looking over my shoulder
Not at all.
because I'm wondering who looking at me today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't want that kind of life.
Right.
Who want? Well, you got some people that love it, but who wants that? I don't.
I don't. Nowhere near.
I
Mm-mm.
don't. That's the
Mm-mm.
reason why when it came down to relationship, I didn't want to be in relationships with nobody like that.
Exactly.
If you do you think that if they came and got you today, I'm finna sit and wait for you to 8 years?
I'm not.
Not me.
I'm not waiting for you for 2 days. Let's just be real about it. If it
Not
was
me.
something that could have been prevented, you went to jail because you did something stupid. Guess what's happening? You're
Right.
staying in jail by yourself. Don't call me for bail. I don't answer jail calls. Okay, let's start there. I don't answer the calls. Okay, so if it wasn't something that is not your fault, like self defense or something
Yeah,
like that, you didn't have a
that's
choice.
different. That's
Right,
different.
totally
If it's
different.
something I know that you didn't do,
Exactly.
okay, we can have a conversation.
Mhm.
But when I know what you about,
Mhm.
no,
That
don't.
part.
Don't come to the courthouse. So when they go to sentence me, you know how much I don't want to come. I don't want
Because
because I don't want to know.
and I'm not spending my hard-earned money to get you bail.
I don't want to know.
Mm-mm.
I'm not coming to watch them sentence you for something that you didn't have to do.
Exactly.
And then after they sentence you, you want me to do what? No,
Mhm.
no. Y'all,
Exactly.
I watched this lady, and I don't know if y'all have seen it in the news because she made the paper. This woman won $188 million, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
$188 million. Do you know she blew it all on the dude that went to jail? She
Was that
blew it.
the one that hit the lottery?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She blew the whole 188 million,
Mm-hmm.
except for the house and the car that she bought for herself.
Right.
That's all she had left. But she blew the rest of it, putting it on this dude's books, trying to get him out. Only for him to get out and go back in, and they tell her that in order for him to get out, it was gonna cost her $31 million. This dummy paid it. And then when they sentence him, they say, "Oh, he get 18 years." You just blew $31 million, and he got to
31
do
million.
18 years anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You crazy?
Mm-mm-mm. She didn't have a relationship with money, and nor did she have anybody advising her correctly.
Yes, Simone. She won 188 million, boo boo.
Mm-hmm. She was from North Carolina, and everybody that was around her wanted
Had their
her
hands up.
money. Yep, including the pastor that sued her.
Yep.
Sad.
I mean, I that situation, I always think about, like, Lord,
Mm-hmm.
couldn't have. Ooh, you should have did that for me.
Right.
I would have showed you what I could do with
Ooh,
it.
Jesus. Yes.
Honey, do you know how many businesses I would have right
Yes.
now?
That
Honey,
part right there.
I would own a whole hotel chain. Do you
Mm-hmm.
understand?
Exactly.
Like, you know, you missed like 3 zeros, but you good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the pastor sued her because
Yes.
he said that she promised him money,
Sometimes.
that she
Mm-hmm.
promised him money to do certain stuff with. This chick won $188 million and blew it all
Mm-hmm.
on a dude.
But
On
she
a
had
dude.
already tied.
Look, let me
It
explain
is
something to
pathetic.
you. If I ever win that much money, if you were my dude and you got locked up, baby, you gonna stay there.
Exactly.
Trust and believe you gonna stay there.
I know that's
And
right.
me put anything on your book won't come from me.
Mm-mm. At
You
all.
just as short as everything that I know that don't grow.
I know
Nope.
that's right.
You understand? That there's no way that I would have took money that was a blessing, because before she got it,
She ain't have
she was
anything.
homeless almost.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a special needs child and everything.
Mm-hmm.
She went and got this really nice house, had the house custom made for her son that was
Mm-hmm.
special needs and all.
Mm-hmm.
That's all she got left to her name is a house and a car out of $188 million. Where we do that at?
Right. Mm-hmm.
There is no way I would be broke right now. And she just won it in 2018.
Exactly.
It's only 2023, 5 years down the road. Why we broke?
And it goes to show your relationship with finances. Because even for those, like I was saying, you get your promotion and you want to go spend,
Look,
but you still can't afford your bills.
but it won't even just her relationship with finance. It was the relationship she had.
All of them.
It was the relationships that was around her.
Mm-hmm.
It
All
wasn't
of
just
them.
the financial part.
Right.
It was everybody. The church that was in her pocket,
Mm-hmm.
the people that was around her that was in her pocket,
Mm-hmm.
the dude that she was with was really in her pocket.
Right.
Because this dude went and bought 2 cars for himself, a
Mm-hmm.
Rolex and all this other stuff, and he was taking money out of the girl bank account and giving it to his baby mamas.
Mm-hmm.
You catch what I'm saying?
Crazy.
You gotta know what's right. First of all, with that type of money, you would have never had access to my bank account.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't even know what my PIN number was.
I know that's
You
right.
need to say my bank account. Look, first of all, I would have changed my birthday just because. You trying to say you catch what I'm saying? I would have got a whole new name and everything. There's nothing that you would have been trying to use that
Mm-hmm.
you can take from me in
Right.
that form of fashion. First of all, I would never allow nobody to take from me like that.
I know that's right.
She so much got taken from her, and now she got nothing to show for it.
Nothing at all.
I just can't fathom that.
Right.
I can't fathom that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just really, really sad when you think about it, and it comes down to the end of it, that now When she needs somebody, ain't nobody there, but y'all was there when she had all the money because you was like this.
And it goes right back to the question: who's in your circle?
She ain't had no real friends.
She didn't have
Cause
any
honey,
real
I was
friends.
looking like, girl,
Hmm.
you better not put that there for nobody to go take.
Right. But who is in your circle? The people, look to the audience.
Well, when you ain't
Think
got no real
about,
friends, that's what happened.
right, but to those of you that are listening, think about the people that's in your top 10. Your
Hey,
top 10
everybody.
people. Who
Right.
is in your circle? Who is truly supporting you?
I ain't even gonna say your top 10. I'm gonna say your top 5. We ain't even gonna go to 10.
10 is a lot.
Yeah,
But I
5
was
is a lot
giving them the
to
benefit of
me.
the doubt.
But
But
she giving y'all extra.
I'm giving you
Who
extra,
your
yes.
top 5? I can name my circle 5 fingers.
Me too.
Literally.
Me too.
It ain't even another 5.
Mm-mm.
I can
And
put
it's
them all
sad.
on your hand.
And it's
That's
sad.
what it is for me. I
But
can put them
I
all,
can't even say it's sad
right.
because guess what? If you know exactly who your top 5 are and you know that they're going to have your back 100%, baby, you rich.
That's it.
You
That's
rich.
it. I
You
don't
don't
your
need to
circle.
have a whole bunch of friends in your corner.
First of all, if you got a large circle, you need to ask yourself why it's so big.
Exactly.
For real, for real. If
Hmm.
you got a large circle of people, you need to find. You need to literally do a system check of your circle to really figure out who you got around you.
So
Like
this, look,
for
this
real,
is
for
your
real.
homework. Do a seating chart. That's what I need you to do. Do a seating chart of your support system, okay?
Look,
So
listen.
when you do that seating chart of your support system, how I need you to do it, the people that are closest to you, like this my sister. Y'all know how close she is. I need y'all
Right
to put those people closest to you close to you.
to you, yeah,
Okay? Use a
and
pencil.
then branch it out like
It-
flower petals.
exactly. Use a pencil now because some people, I guarantee you, you're gonna have to move out that circle. They're gonna
That's
go
it.
further and further.
Your circle ain't gonna be what it is. And look, I'm gonna give it to you like they used to do in kindergarten. I want you to take your hand, put it on a piece of paper, and trace your hand,
The fingers.
and trace the fingers, right? And then in each finger, put a name. The thumb is the closest to you now. So in each finger, you put a name, right? Now in your head, you got all of these names, but you only got 5 fingers. So who ain't gonna fit on a
Right.
finger? That's what you need to think about. You because
And put the
everybody ain't
put
your
the
best
other ones
friend.
further out. These are the closest ones. The first 5 fingers now. Put
Look,
your associates close. Y'all don't want to call them associates. I'm sorry.
everybody ain't your best friend for one.
Right. I'm,
I
I'm
don't I don't know nobody. I heard one person tell me I got like 15 best friends. Wait a minute. 15 best friends?
mm-mm.
I,
You
I think
don't.
I think I might have 3, and that's a might.
You don't got
You catch what
15
I'm
best
saying? Like you
friends.
got 15, literally 15 best friends. Okay. All right. So we're gonna work with your 15 best friends. If you got 15 best friends, then what's the amount of your regular friends? You catch what I'm saying? Like we got to do the math because I'm trying to help you out. So if
Right.
you say 15 of them is your best friend, you got 40 friends all together. So all the rest of them is your regular friends. Okay. So you telling me out of all of that, you ain't got no frenemies,
So you
no,
read
no people that smile in your face, and you know that they ain't your friend.
right.
Okay. No associates, people that know of you but don't know you.
Hmm.
You gonna sit here and tell me that everybody is friends? X that out because
So
they
what
not.
I need y'all to do is put your associates on your toes, okay? Trace your toes.
I ain't even doing that. And I got cute little toes. I ain't gonna put nobody down there. You ain't doing that.
The associates on your toes or your
Nope.
frenemies, so you can identify them,
Nope.
and then you can keep them. You'll know who they are. Don't get rid of your Judas so quick, okay? All
Nope.
right. So look, y'all, it's getting a little bit late, and I want to do something a little bit different tonight with Coco after we get off of here. Those of you that are following us on TikTok, we're gonna go on TikTok and play a little bit over there. But
Okay, well, I'm already over here, so you got to come find me.
look, mine's done shut down for some reason. I was
Well,
trying to go
you
up,
gotta
but it
come over.
shut
So, okay, so come over here in TikTok land
down.
and send me an invite so I can bring you on the screen.
Okay, in a few after we come off of here.
Okay.
But I would like to, if you have any testimonies, you can read a couple of testimonies before we shut out.
I don't think we got no testimony. We just got a bunch of questions. So and that's supposed to be for Thursday. We got Q&A Thursday night.
Okay.
So but we ain't got no. I don't see no testimonies.
All
Everything is
right. So we thank you all for watching us. We thank you.
Yes, we are. We going back to school, but you got to draw your hand. That's what we doing because we trying to help the saints.
Right. We thank you all for following us. Those of you, once again, if you're on TikTok,
What is Sun FL Padre? I don't want to say your name wrong, but how you?
my name is Quint Jones on TikTok. Coco's is Curvy
My
World.
name's Coco the Curvy Royal on TikTok.
Coco the Curvy Royal on TikTok. I'm about to go over there and send her a friend request. Y'all come over there and join the after party because
I'm on TikTok waiting for y'all. So come on and ask for an invite so I can bring you on the screen.
I think I feel like baking. So while we're chatting,
Lord,
go downstairs and do some baking.
Lord,
I'm not gonna infuse anything.
stay out the kitchen.
For those of you that might want some infused brownies, let me tell y'all something. Anyway,
that's all I got to say. We're gonna pick up the drink.
They a great flavor, nice and moist. They get you right. All right.
Well, you should see my photo on TikTok, on my TikTok, Simone.
Okay.
Okay, I got you, Simone. I got you. I'll go find you.
So we will chat with y'all later. Thank you all for
me. Yes.
I really, really appreciate you on Super Live. Those of you that stayed with me on tonight, once again.
Oh, okay. Well, are they gonna let you fix your name?
You can go ahead and come on over to my TikTok. Follow me. I'm about to go join Coco on TikTok. All right.
So before we go, Wednesday night, we are Fred is having a show, and the title is "Are You Living Up to the Meaning of Your Name?"
Ooh, I like that.
Right, so that will be Wednesday night. I think it's going to be at either 7 or 8. So don't quote me on it, but it's either 7 or 8. Then we'll be back with you guys on Thursday night, and we'll be having Q&A night. So if you have any questions on all of the platforms, if any of y'all got questions that y'all would like for us to answer, you have to inbox them to me. Okay, so I can have the questions by Thursday night so that we can talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. Also, if you're going to be live in the comments, you can just ask your questions on the screen and we'll answer them then. All right. So it'll be Q&A session on Thursday night, and that will start at 8 promptly. You said what's the no, baby. I do believe there is a question for you, Fred, because I believe I saw one earlier. So I do think there is a question for you. Okay, how you doing, Miss Ella? We said you in Florida. So, but yeah, if you want to come on, Fred, come on. It will be nice because me trying to answer your question, I can't do that most of the time.
Is Fred on your TikTok already?
I don't think he is.
Okay, let me try to find you.
All right. So we'll see y'all back again 8 o'clock promptly on Thursday night and 8 o'clock on Wednesday night. Remember, the show is going to be called "Are You Living Up to the Meaning of Your Name?" I'm all right, Miss Ella. I don't have no complaints. I don't have no complaints. So I'm actually all right, which is a good thing. You say you're not on Super Live though. Okay, well you got to get Super Live. So I got all four platforms going right now. I got the StreamYard, going to the YouTube, the Instagram, the Facebooks, and then I got Super Live, TikTok, and Up Live going all at the same time. All right, so make sure that whatever platform you guys are on, search us out so that y'all can commune. We like for y'all to be live and in the comment section when we have Q&A night. It's fun that way. All right, so I would love to see a lot of questions on Thursday night. It would be great. We plan on being with y'all the full 2-hour session as normal if we have enough Q&A questions. If not, we'll do an hour of Q&A and probably discuss some other stuff, and then we're gonna be done. So that'll be it. Okay, so now you got to hit the thing, the little pink and blue person, so you can come up in the thing.
All right, we shutting this down. Y'all have a good night. We thank you for joining us again over here,
I
and
see
we
you
love
invite.
you.
All right, so love y'all. See y'all Thursday night. Love